On 20th December, Admiral Lord Louis Mountbatten arrives at Buthodong, Burma to inspect a task force. The unit is preparing to move against Akyab Island, important seaport city and key anchor of the Burma front. Allied strategy calls for cutting directly across river valleys. Sampans used for crossing waterways are trucked from river to river. Preparations are made for crossing the Kalapanzin River, next to last waterway lying on the path to Akyab. The final crossing will be over the bay to the island on which Akyab is situated. The island of Akyab was occupied by the Japanese in May 1942. It was immediately made a big naval and air base, and bombing attacks were initiated against Calcutta. In December 1943, Field Marshal Wavell sent a force of Indian troops toward Akyab in the hope of retaking it. But the drive bogged down, and Wavell's men were forced to retreat. Recapture of Akyab would give the Allies 7 airfields capable of handling bombers and a port which can handle ships up to 8,000 tons. Beyond the Kalapanzin River, the advance continues along the India Road. At Foul Point on the Mayu River, troops assemble in invasion craft for landing on Akyab. The island lies 4 miles across the bay in the broad mouth of the river. Burmese villagers on the island had informed Indian Air Force pilots by a signal system that the Japanese had withdrawn. A reconnaissance party confirmed the information, but troop transports move in ready for action in case of a trap. Forces are reported to be the largest combined operation unit ever established in Southeast Asia. Landing is made without a single shot being fired. The only opposition encountered is in the form of numerous booby traps and mines left by the Japanese. Capture of the island means an important forward base for future operations against the Japanese in Lower Burma. The troops assemble and move toward Akyab, a city of 40,000 prior to hostilities. The 3 Allied columns still fail to encounter opposition as they travel inland. Closing in on the city, the troops find it completely abandoned by the Japanese. Even the inevitable sniper is missing. But booby traps and mines make search of the jungle city a difficult task. A single Jap is the only captive taken. Apparently a straggler, he was picked up on the march toward the city. Seizure of Akyab will free several divisions of Allied troops for the push on Rangoon, for it will permit the British to defend the whole area west of the Burma coastal range with small forces. As soon as the occupation of the island is complete, British officers call a meeting of native chiefs and give them instruction and regulations necessary for military security. To the northeast, in the hills of central Burma, clearing the way through to China, are American troops of the Mars Task Force. Under Brigadier General John S. Willey, they are closing in on enemy forces less than 20 miles below Namhkam, a Lido-Burma road juncture. Patrol dashes out of the brush after being pinned down by machine gun fire. The wounded man is a lieutenant who led the patrol which infiltrated the enemy lines to locate the firing position. Japs killed by the 3rd Battalion in the Nam Mo Valley, just west of the Burma Road. Meanwhile, Chinese troops are neutralizing remaining strongholds, barring Allied use of the Lida-Burma route into Yunnan province. The movement shown in these films is before the town of Namhkam. The 88th Regiment, 30th Division, negotiates the Shuili River on bamboo rafts. Several crossings are made without detection. On 15 January, Namhkam is occupied by the 30th Division. Troops inspect a Burmese temple, largest in the area. A native reads an OWI leaflet dropped by the 10th Air Force. It mentions the Mars Task Force. The fall of Namhkam is followed by seizure of Wanding and Muzay, removing last obstacles to the overland supply route to China.